This little session is just showing how to do a transition when you've led to a top of a climb and you want to belay from the top of the climb in a multi-pitch context. So the first thing you do when you get to the anchor, just like any other transition for a single pitch sport climbing, is just slip a quick draw in to one of the anchors, doesn't matter which one. If you've got a chain link here that connects the two anchors together with a shackle here, just click it into one of the chain links, it's fine. Then clip your spinner in just like you normally would. Grab your beaners for your putting your sling into, just using snap gates for this. And set your sling up just like you would for a top rope setup. But the only difference here is that you're offsetting the loops. So rather than having the two loops together that you pull down, you're offsetting them by about a handspan. And that'll become clear why we do that in a minute. Find overhand knot. And pull both loops through. So you've got a short loop here and a long loop here. Grab your cow's tail and click your cow's tail into the shorter loop. Usually. Now, I haven't set anything to the belay yet. I'm going to lean back on that. Alright, and double check my system. So the lock there and sort it up there. So turn around to my belayer and yell as loud as I can. Say, take me off belay, and hopefully they have heard me and can see me and have their hands up in the air. Hands up in the air and say off belay, so we've got that visual and verbal communication going on as well. Right now I can take this carabiner out, quick draw out, my harness, grab my ATC guide, reverse zone, clicking that into the longer loop and setting it up, click onto the extra loop on that device there, into a locking beaner. Pull up all the excess rope, and you want to manage that quite nicely. So either if you've got a nice ledge there, you can spaghetti it, coil it on the ledge, or you can, if it's not quite so good ledge, you can then just coil it over your lap. Like this until the rope comes tight and the climber says that's me. Grab rope through that part of the device, and now with another locking beaner, set that up there and screw it up. Now the rope going down to the climber should pull through, and then when it comes tight it locks, auto locks there. Now it's always double check that. Once you've checked that, then you can call to your climber about the on belay, and they can start de-rigging your anchor and start climbing. So when you're belaying your climber up, in theory you can let go of the dead rope. It's not good practice to do that, and if you do want to stop and take a photo or do something when you want to take your hand off, always put an overhand on a bite on the dead rope there, and then you can take your hands off. Right, so if something does go wrong, if this gets knocked loose or undone a little bit, it can release, and with the knot in there it's only going to go as far as that, so it's just an extra security move there. When the climber comes up to you, get them to clip into the same loop with their cow's tail, into the same loop as yours, and then they're safe, so you can let go of this. Then, assuming that they're going to carry lead climbing on, what you want to do is take this device off and put it onto your normal belay abseil loop, which you normally do when you're belaying from the ground. And you can usually do this without undoing this bit here. So they would carry on climbing and prevent any full factor twos. You want to clip them into the anchor there, and so they've now got them on belay, then they can take their cow's tail off and start climbing.